Allahumma barik wa sallim nahmadu nusalli ala rasulil karim amma ba'. The farewell Hajj of Rasulullah SAW. We continue yesterday's recital. Usama bin Zaid radhiyallahu an traveled with Rasulullah SAW on the same camel on this part of the journey. Near Muzdalifah, Rasulullah SAW descended from his camel in order to urinate. Afterwards, Usama radhiyallahu an poured the water for him to perform wudu. Later, it became a fixed habit of Ibn Umar radhiyallahu an that whenever he reached this place during Hajj, he descended to make wudu, pointing out that Rasulullah SAW made wudu there. Having made wudu, Usama radhiyallahu an reminded Rasulullah SAW about Maghrib Salah, but he replied, "Let us proceed and say Maghrib prayers at Muzdalifah." When they reached Muzdalifah, Rasulullah SAW once more performed wudu and said Maghrib and Isha prayers together. After Salah, he remained busy with dua. According to some reports, Allah accepted his plea on behalf of the unjust ones here. See previous pages. On the same night, he sent the women, children, and the aged ones ahead to Mina because he feared that they would find great difficulty in traveling with this vast crowd. With the rest of the companions, he remained till the next morning. They said Fajar Salah and left Muzdalifah for Mina before the sun rose. This time, Usama radhiyallahu an had taken his place among those who walked, and Fada'il bin Abbas radhiyallahu an sat with Rasulullah SAW on the camel. Fadil radhiyallahu an was still a very young man and wrote, a young girl came to ask Rasulullah SAW a question about Hajj Badal on behalf of her father. Fadil radhiyallahu an looked at the girl, and Rasulullah SAW with his blessed hand turned his face away from her so that he should not look at this strange woman, and said, "Today is such a day that whoever controls his eyes, his ears, and his tongue against sins shall be forgiven." Along the road, Fadil radhiyallahu an picked up the stones Rasulullah SAW required. People came to ask numerous questions which were answered. One person asked, "O Rasulullah SAW, my mother has become very old and weak. Even if we should tie her on the back of a camel, we fear death will overtake her. Can I perform Hajj on her behalf?" Rasulullah SAW replied, "If your mother had an outstanding debt, would you carry the burden of settling it?" The man said, "Yes, certainly." Rasulullah SAW then went on, "So also should you take Hajj." Soon the procession passed Madi Muhassar. This was the place where Allah destroyed Abraha and his forces, who came with a mighty army and elephants to destroy the Kaabah. As they passed through this valley, Rasulullah SAW drove his camel through it with haste, so as to pass quickly through a place where the wrath of Allah had once descended. On arrival at Mina on the morning of the 10th Zulhijjah, they proceeded straight to Jamratul Aqabah and threw 7 stones at it. The talbiyah that has continued up to this moment from the time of Ihram was put on was now stopped. Rasulullah SAW then went to his tent where he was to remain for the following 2 days and gave another lengthy sermon. In it, many things were explained and such things were said as is normally said at the time of farewell. Thereafter, Rasulullah SAW went to the manhar where animals were slaughtered, and for every year of his 63 years of life, he slaughtered a camel, a total of 63 camels. Of these, 6 or 7 came forward on their own accord, as if eager to be slaughtered in Allah's way. Apart from this, Ali radhiyallahu an slaughtered the rest to complete 100 camels. May Allah give us taufiq to put all this into practice and convey to others. Subhanallah bihamdi, subhanakallahumma bihamdika, asyhadu an la anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun, wassalamun al mursalin, walhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Taqabbalallah.